I don't think people want more time. People think they want more time. They don't. They want more unique experiences. People want more memories. So in life, I think doing things that are unique and different is a really sort of good rule of thumb. If you get an offer, always go for the thing where you could have more luck.
It's
It's
what
George
this
Mack's theory. It's a good
it's what
theory.
this podcast was born out of. During COVID, our novelty and our intensity was stripped away from us. We were having the same routines, going the same walk, eating in the same places.
There's a gift to that, though, isn't there? There's a great book by I think it's Milan Kundera called Slowness, and in the book he posits a theory that memory and speed are inversely proportionate. So it's that great line by Chairman Mao, who's an ocean-going cunt, but he was right about this: you can't smell the roses from a galloping horse. So sometimes life, you're moving at such a pace that you can't kind of slow down and take a moment. And it's a really sort of valuable thing. So that thing of lockdown was we made no new memories because we had the same day and the same day and the same day again and again and again. You want to kind of vary things a bit in life, which is great. I mean, I do the same thing every night. I tell jokes, but it's different. You're in a different place, different audience, different state of mind.
Do you think that's why you enjoy doing so many different podcasts as well? Because you have different conversations surrounding the same themes.
I think that's why I like different people. I think we're incredibly egotistical individuals, and I think the reason we love other people is because we like who we are when we're with them. I think when I think about my friendships, and we don't spend people spend a lot of time thinking about romance and not enough thinking about friendships. Friendships are so important in life. And when you think about who your best friends are, well, it's the people you have the least filter with, and that's a choice you make. And as a comedian, you make a choice to stand up in front of 1,000 people and go, "Oh, I won't have a filter. I'll just say shit I think is funny, and I'll treat you as if you're really good friends." And there's a lovely intimacy to that. I love that quote, that laughter is the shortest distance between two people. It's a Victor Borg quote, I think. But isn't that a lovely thought that you kind of laugh together and you go, "Oh, all the barriers are down. We're just being open here."
I've heard you quote that and I love it. And think the second closest distance between two people is an origin story. I read your book recently, and one thing I love about it is that it is not only an autobiography, but also a set of lessons for life.
It's very self-helping. I mean, I think that thing of the publisher wanted a celebrity biography, but the problem with celebrity biographies, they're quite boring, and they're very middle class. I know how I present, but I'm first-generation Irish immigrant, so I'm quite working class in my character, in what I know about myself. My reputation is what the rest of the world think of me, and they think I'm fancy and went to public school or some bullshit. But that thing of going, in the book, it's like you don't want to just talk about how you did it, because it's not. There's nothing that doesn't grow corn. I'm a genius and I did this thing and it was really, and then I had a lucky break and then another lucky break and it was great. You want something that people could take away and use. So when I sort of sat down to write the book, and that's the stuff that's always inspired me, the kind of, and the self-help thing, I love self-help books. I really like that, but they are a bit po-faced. So there's a sense in which you kind of want, I think podcasts are really great at this kind of teasing out that same material and making it slightly more palatable, sugaring the pill with conversation.
That's why I loved your book, because I've consumed the Jordan Petersons of the world, the Neri Yals, the very theoretically heavy books, but hearing self-development theories and practices and frameworks through a voice that I admire and relate to, it made it more palatable and digestible.
It's very nice to hear. I mean, really, all self-help, right? If we're going to boil it down, if someone's not got the time to read the book or any self-help book because they're getting on with life, prioritize later, right? That's the whole thing on self-help. And not just self-help. That's the whole thing on religion. All religion, right? Religion, God, is a proxy for the future, right? Work hard now for a better future. That's the whole thing. Work, in a sense, is like God. Work is, well, you do it now, so a better future. So it's that thing of, like, I've been chatting to Chris Williamson a lot. You know Chris that does Modern Wisdom? I love Chris. He's amazing. Him and George Mack are good friends of mine and very interesting conversations. And we're talking about that thing of, like, we all have to serve someone, right? Everyone has to serve. So who are you going to serve? Well, if you're going to be selfish about it, serve yourself, but 24 hours in the future. What could you do today that you tomorrow would be glad you did? It's a great way to live, because you think about what you eat, what you drink, who you spend time with. It all, like tomorrow when you wake up, oh, God, I had a good day yesterday. Great. And then you repeat. And it's just 24 hours ahead. But there's something There might be a book in that. It's an interesting concept to go living, because living 5 years in the future, like we don't rise to our goals. We fall to our systems. So those systems, those habits, those everyday things, it's what life is.